Hello everyone, it's Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my New Year bullet journal setup. I look forward to doing these setups every year. There's just something so nice about starting a fresh notebook. And this year I'm once again using one of the notebooks that I designed. So this notebook is available in my Etsy shop if you're interested. I have this one and two other different designs as well. But I just love the little wizard cat and I love this blue color. So that's what we're going with for this year. And I'm going to start with working on the vision board. This is something I started doing, I think, in 2022, and I just really like having this first page that would otherwise be completely blank. Just kind of be a nice reminder throughout the year every time I open the journal about like what my goals were and what I really wanted to accomplish throughout the year. So I found all of these photos on Pinterest and I just downloaded them and printed them out. So I'm sorry I don't have links. Well, I could probably link you to my Pinterest vision board, and then maybe you can find the original photos from there if you're interested. So I will try to remember to do that. But yeah, I don't know who these photos belong to originally. I'm just picking what kind of resonates with me and organizing them however I like. And I didn't really mean for it to be such a muted like color palette, but it really is giving like muted like browns and greens. So that kind of ended up being the vibe I kind of stuck with throughout the New Year setups. Like I said, it wasn't really intentional. I just kind of like picked stuff that I liked, and then once I got it all together, I was like, wow, it all kind of fits the same color palette with these greens and browns and like creams and white tones. Not a lot of like bright colors. It's very like wintry almost. I don't know why it's giving me like Twilight vibes right now, because I feel like that's not even exactly the color palette Twilight had, but I don't know, that's the vibe it was giving me for a second. And then I got these washi tapes off of Amazon, and they're like these little calendars you can cut out. And there's also like ones for the month names and days of the weeks. So I just thought this was going to make my life a whole lot easier, not only for this like future log section, but just in general setting up my bullet journal throughout the year. And then the other washi tapes that I'm using here, I think I found at Target in a tube. I realized I didn't really have a lot of just neutral washi tapes, so I kind of went on the lookout for that, and like once again kind of went for these greens and brown tones, and I'm just kind of layering the washi tapes with the like names of the months and separating them that way. So it's a little challenging to try to figure out what day of the week the month started on, and then you had to like cut, because all of them have up to day 31, so I had to cut out, you know, like February has 28 days or April has 30 days and whatnot. But that was an easy task to do in the grand scheme of things, and this made the setup so much faster than having to write out each individual number. I used to do that all the time, and like every year I've kind of been trying to find like a new way to cheat that system. One year I printed out stickers. This year ordered myself this washi tape, and I'm pretty happy with the way this little future log turned out. Then moving on to resolutions, this year I decided to make it, instead of like step-by-step goals or like separating them into like boxes with their categories, and last year I had like a wheel where I did ratings for like each aspect of life, like career and finances, etc. This time I decided to do more like one of those like mind map things. So it's a lot more fluid. I feel like I could easily show where different things connect with each other. Like wanting to have 1,000 sales on Etsy is both like career and finance related kind of a thing, and like journaling is like fits under multiple categories, rather than kind of like rewriting the same things kind of over and over again in different sections. And it's really hard to tell, but I did use a dark green to color in resolutions. It looks like it's just black on camera. I don't know if I can color correct that any more than what it is, but a lot of the green stuff just ends up looking black. So for this next page, I went straight into like money related things. I'm going to fill out more budget info later, and then I have like my no spend set up. And then of course another like big expense for this year is going to be our wedding. So I'm gonna go back and I'm going to add these stickers that I have to the wedding planning list, but I'm going to do like everything I need to do each month and like a countdown. And then I had like wish list gift ideas, just general like page for ideas, and then a place to keep track of all the books I'm going to read in 2025. Keeping these setups very, very simple this year. I found anytime I try to do anything crazy, it just gets to be a little too much, you know? It's easy to just have a list. And of course I had to do a dot grid cheat sheet page. It would not be a bullet journal beginning of the year setup without a dot grid cheat sheet page. That is a must-have. And then some little finishing touches I'm doing is adding this. This is a sticker from Made by Malin that I got, and I'm just going to write Hello 2025, add a little bit of washi tape, and that's my like cover page for the entire year. And lastly, here is a little flip through of how all the pages turned out. I think I am going to go in and add an additional page for like games and movies and shows, and maybe just leave a couple extra pages in case there are some other things I would like to add later on that I haven't thought of yet. But overall, that is my new year bullet journal set up, and stay tuned because I will have my January setup going up very soon as well. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.